So what should your broker be teaching you? In this video, I want to go over the different items that a real estate broker should be teaching you when you first start real estate. So when I started real estate, I was just kind of thrown out in the ocean. I didn't really know much or how to start. I did have like a mentor, and she was actually the co-broker of the company. And when I would have questions, I would go and ask her. But besides that, I would go to different agents, or I would ask different agents questions. Sometimes those agents wouldn't want to answer those questions. Sometimes they would say, "Screw you, Ricardo, you learn by yourself." When you first start off as a real estate agent, it can be very difficult. And I've already been through the learning curve, and a lot of the stuff I had to learn on my own. Sometimes I would go and I would copy the contracts, real estate contracts, from other agents when they were away from their desk, there was a copy machine, and sometimes they would leave a real estate contract there, and I would just go over it and read it, and that's actually how I learned some of my real estate skills just on my own. But definitely, when you first start off as a real estate agent, you need to have someone to mentor you. You need someone to push you and to help you and guide you through the real estate world. And I'm going to talk about a couple of items that I think your broker should be teaching you. One of the very first items that I think every broker should be teaching their real estate agents is contracts. Your real estate contract is very, very important. So as a real estate agent, we are actually practicing law, but we are not attorneys. But we do in fact practice law, because a real estate contract, it follows certain laws and certain rules, and it becomes enforceable in court. So one of the very first things that I suggest or you should ask for, is for your broker to teach you all of the real estate contracts, all of the real estate verbiage that is in those contracts. And you need to know it like the back of your hand. You need to know exactly what these contracts say. If you do not know what these contracts say, you can get in a lot of trouble, and you will not be helping your clients, and you won't have your client's best interest, because you don't even know what the contract says. So a real estate contract, very important. You should have your broker to teach you exactly word for word, or you should go over. You should also know what to fill in, what blanks to fill in, what verbiage would go there, and that is something that they don't teach you in real estate school. So at real estate school, they only teach you to pass the exam, but they never tell you that you actually have to go out there and actually read contracts and read it and help your clients to fill these contracts out. So contracts, it is very important. There's different contracts. There's a real estate purchase agreement, which is the actual offer. There's a listing agreement. So there's different contracts in real estate, but your broker should be teaching you these. Another item that I feel that your broker needs to be teaching you is actually marketing. So marketing is a very big item when you become a real estate professional or a real estate agent. And let me be honest with you, marketing is very different. There's many different ways that different people that they do it with. So when I first started as an agent, I got a bunch of business cards, and then I started to pay some ads in a magazine, and then I started to post on Facebook. So I tried different marketing ideas. I didn't really know which ones would stick, and I didn't really have much help in the marketing area when I first started as a real estate agent. But if I would have had someone to guide me initially, or guide me in the right direction, that would have been very helpful. So I strongly feel that your broker should be helping you in your marketing. Maybe that you should sit down with them and maybe create like a branding strategy, or like an example for me, I am the Superman of real estate, so that is my branding. So create your branding, your marketing. So that is very important that your broker teaches you when you become a new real estate agent. Another item that I feel your broker should be teaching you is called the transaction process. So you've read your contracts, you know your contracts, but there is still a process of how you do certain, how you follow the contract. If you're representing the buyer, it is a different process, or if you're doing the listing, it is a different process than representing the buyer. So you need to know the different process that goes throughout the real estate transaction. Initially, you're not going to know much. You're definitely going to depend on your broker to help you. So what's the first thing that you do? What should you do first? First thing that I would suggest, first you need to do the earnest money deposit, the deposit of good faith. And then I would strongly suggest do a home inspection within your due diligence. And then you ask for repairs. So your broker should be teaching you the exact process that happens in a real estate transaction. And so there is the contract side, which we mentioned before, but then you also need to know the actual process of those contracts. So another item that your broker should be teaching you is skills. So as a real estate agent, you need to have certain skills, and there's a lot of them. You need to be a negotiator, you need to be a good presenter, you need to be a good seller, sell your sellers on certain ideas. So you need to be able to have certain skills, certain skill sets, so that you can become a proficient and a professional real estate agent. And it really takes time. It's not that easy. Skills really take time and practice. As you start to do more transactions, you will start to gain some of these skills. But your broker should be able to help you maybe do Monday meetings or meetings in the mornings, in which you actually practice what's called role play. You role play some of these skills, or resolving doubts that a client may have. A broker should be teaching you how to be able to resolve these doubts with these clients. So skills, a very important factor as a real estate agent, and your broker should be focusing on these as well. Coaching and mindset is a very big item that a lot of brokers leave out for new real estate agents. And here's the truth: majority of the real estate agents will fail within their first to 2 years. And the reason is because their mind is not strong enough to withstand the adversity that comes with becoming a real estate agent. Some of them say, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, I'm gonna be a big daddy. That is not correct. You're gonna struggle. You're gonna go through the struggle wave, and then it's gonna take some time for you to be able to go through that rough patch until you see the fruits of the stuff that you're doing at the moment. Like for me, I didn't have. I was grinding away. I was actually going to school, and I didn't have my first transaction till about 6 to 7 months after I've been working very hard. I did a bunch of rentals in the beginning, but then eventually it took about 6 to 7 months to get my first real estate transaction. And imagine if you don't have any funds for those 6 to 7 months, it's not going to be pretty. So you need to have a very strong mindset when you become a real estate agent. And I feel a lot of brokers out there are actually not focusing on this, because if you have the rest of the tools, you have the skills, but if you don't have a mindset that will keep you pushing, that will help you not give up when there's a no, or when someone shuts a door in front of you, you will not last in real estate. And the fact is, majority of real estate agents fail within their first to second year, There's only a very small percentage that actually last in the real estate game. Luckily, I've been in the real estate game for now 7 years, so I've been able to withstand those hard times, and not just in the beginning of your real estate career, but throughout the rest of your real estate career. You're going to be hitting plateaus. You're not going to know why. You're going to be hitting the same number of transactions, and sometimes you're going to want to give up mentally. But you need to have your broker or your mentor or someone to teach you that you can actually train your mind mentally so that you can overcome the rough patches in the real estate world. So I feel that is very important, the coaching or the mindset coaching in the real estate game, because if not, you're not going to last. So that is very important. The last item that I want to talk about is your broker should be teaching you that you're actually running a actual legitimate business. You're actually a business owner. And I feel a lot of brokers don't actually teach you the concept of actually becoming a business owner. So as a real estate agent, you're a listing agent, a buyer's agent, you're a transaction coordinator, you're a showing agent, you're a photographer. There's a lot of hats that you cover as a real estate agent. And eventually, what you want to do, you want to delegate a lot of these items out. There's a certain amount of number of transactions that you should be doing before you start to delegate out. But your goal, if you're in it for the long run, you want to become a successful real estate agent for 10, 15 years to come. You need to delegate the business. You need to delegate different items in your business. And remember, you need to become a business owner. And I feel a lot of brokers actually don't teach you this. Well, of course, it benefits them, but you need to become business owner mindset. You need to become a business owner. You need to get in that field, because if you're the same agent and you wear all of these hats, trust me, you're gonna wear out pretty soon, and you're not really going to enjoy real estate as much. So the name of the game is eventually delegate out different tasks, or showing agents, or a transaction coordinator. And eventually, if you want to grow your business, you have to delegate as much as you can. And then eventually you'll just become the CEO of your real estate business, and you'll be able to run. But running a business, entails hiring the right people. That's something that I've had, trouble with over these last 7 years. You need to hire right away, and then also fire right away if they don't fit the right criteria for the job, and something that I've had trouble with myself. And I've learned over the years now I think it as a business, and it's something that they don't teach you in real estate school. They don't teach you that it is an actual business that you're running. Also, the money that's coming in, how much money is going out how much money you're actually making. All of that stuff you will learn when you become more business owner mindset. And that's something that they don't teach you at real estate school, or they don't tell you. But these are the items that I feel that your broker should be teaching you, so that you can become a successful real estate agent in any market. Doesn't matter what market you're in. But these are the items that I've been able to focus over the years, and I just wanted to share with you so that you can jump that learning curve that I've had, and you can get right to it. You can become successful. And I would love to hear about you. If this video has helped you, I would love to hear in the comments, or if you want to message me or comment. I would love to hear how this video helped you. So guys, thank you for watching. This is what your broker should be teaching you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Superman of Real Estate, and we'll see you next time.